Unless you have taken a deep dive into the 2022 NFL draft class or are a fan of a MAC team, you probably have not heard the name Kaleb Eleby. That will change this year, as Eleby could be a name being thrown around in April. But who is Kaleb Eleby? In the Who Is series, we go through the backstories of up-and-coming collegiate and pro athletes. If there's a player you want to see in future episodes, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. Kaleb Eleby was born on March 13th, 2000 and grew up in Maryland Heights, Missouri. Eleby attended Pattonville High School, where he would go on to be a 4-year starter. As a result, going into his senior year, Eleby was referred to as a unicorn by the local papers due to him accomplishing such a rare feat. He was a 14-year-old starting against 18-year-olds as a freshman. I think we forget about those things sometimes. After spending 4 years in the weight room, Eleby measured to be 6'1" and weighed 205 pounds, having grown into his body and frame. As a junior, Eleby threw for 2,616 yards, 22 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, completing 174 of his 296 passes. Going to his senior year, Eleby had thrown for 6,902 yards, 62 touchdowns, and 20 interceptions, and had completed 56% of his passes throughout high school. Before the start of the season, Steve Smith, Eleby's head coach, told St. Louis High School Sports he's the best leader I've ever had, by far. Eleby was a 3-year captain at Pattonville and led by example while also being a vocal leader. He put in the work and would say what needed to be said, but never was rude. He was always positive and upbeat, always smiling and making others feel better being around him. He also exuded confidence in high school, but was never cocky about it. Smith went on to tell St. Louis Sports, "He's a fun kid, he's always upbeat, he's someone I love hanging around and getting to know personally. He's a good dude, he's very coachable. Rarely do you have a kid that has that kind of success and he is able to be coachable. He's humble himself, it's unique." As a senior, Eleby threw for 2,831 yards and 27 touchdowns while guiding Pattonville to the Suburban XII South Conference title for the first time since 2001 and the Class 5 state championship game. He was named Class 5 Missouri Player of the Year, First Team All-State, First Team All-District, and All-Conference. He finished his high school career holding every Pattonville passing record, finishing his career with 9,735 passing yards and 95 touchdowns while completing 64% of his passes. Along with football, Eleby also played basketball and ran track for Pattonville. Hi, I want to pause this video for a second to remind you to leave a like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video. I want to announce that if we hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of June, I will be doing a giveaway with a few really cool things. To enter, make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram at JRO'Brien. I will be checking. Now let's get back to the video. According to 24/7 Sports Composite, Kaleb Eleby was the 3-star recruit who was the 10th best player in Missouri, 27th best pro-style quarterback, and 644th best player nationally. He received over 11 different offers from the likes of Arkansas State, Ball State, Illinois, Iowa State, and Western Michigan. He first started getting recruited by schools on May 25th, 2016, when Illinois offered him. The summer before his senior year, Eleby committed to Western Michigan, telling St. Louis High School Sports, "I just felt comfortable there. Simple as that. As a quarterback, it has to be a perfect fit." He became the second quarterback from his area to commit to Western Michigan in as many years, with Reese Goddard being the other quarterback. Eleby did not care there was going to be competition. Eleby also became the highest ranked quarterback recruit the school has landed in program history. Eleby admits that Illinois, South Dakota, Toledo, and Arkansas State did a great job recruiting him, making the decision difficult. Although he committed to Western Michigan before his senior season, that did not stop him from playing like he had no offers, telling St. Louis High School Sports, "I'm never satisfied. I'm still fighting for even more, though I'm committed. That's the mindset that I have. I just go out and play. The rest will be taking care of itself." Eleby would sign with the Broncos on December 20th, 2017 and enroll in August of 2018. When Eleby got to Western Michigan, he was expected to sit behind veteran John Wasink and redshirt for the season. That did not stop expectations for Eleby to be high due to his recruiting rankings. Eleby talked about the pressure, telling the Western Herald, "I try not to worry about that stuff at all. The most important thing to me is wins. Whatever we need to do to win is what I'm for. Doing what I can to make the team better, becoming a better leader, and a better person is my only focus now." Then, Wasink got hurt and Eleby was thrown into the game against Toledo. Although the Broncos would lose the game, Eleby still threw for 293 yards and 2 touchdowns. He would also throw for 285 yards against Northern Illinois. Western Michigan finished the regular season 1-3 under Eleby, but the lone win clinched the Broncos a bowl game and a date with BYU. In Western's bowl game, Eleby threw for 175 yards and 1 interception in the loss. He finished his true freshman year throwing for 1,092 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, while completing 62.6% of his passes, while also adding 3 touchdowns on the ground. Due to playing 5 games his freshman year, Eleby burned his red shirt, and going into 2019, Wasink returned to the team. Western Michigan head coach Tim Lester wanted to still redshirt Eleby to save the year of eligibility. Lester spoke on the decision, saying he got to take his lumps early on, then he got a year to learn from John. Watch him and be ready to go every game. And then he kind of got handed the keys this year, and he really has earned that, and he's taken advantage of it. It just goes to show with the 4-game redshirt rule, it really does help the development of players. They could have sat Eleby during the bowl game, but thought putting out the lineup that would give the Broncos the best chance to win was more important. As a result, after starting 5 games as a freshman, Eleby did not see any game action in 2019. That's a tough pill to swallow, but that did not stop Eleby from improving during the off year. Eleby learned from Wasink, telling the Detroit Free Press he was a great guy to be around, a great guy to learn from. A lot of it goes out to John, just watching him and trying to model my game after him. A lot of people may have shut down mentally after getting playing time as a freshman and nothing as a sophomore, but not Eleby. When the Western Herald asked Eleby about his mindset throughout the situation, Eleby answered, "It's all a mindset and how you look at things. I'm just looking at things with a positive mindset, just learning as much as possible. John is a great quarterback and a great guy to learn from, so I'm just trying to soak up everything that he does and implement it into my game." Going into 2020, Wasink was no longer on the roster due to graduating, and the team looked to be Eleby's. Through Western Michigan's first 3 games, Eleby led the nation in passer efficiency at 240.4, ahead of Justin Fields, Mac Jones, and Trevor Lawrence, among others. Lester spoke highly of Eleby, do not let stats go to his head, telling Michigan Live he's just keeping his head down and plays. All he wants to do is win. He's done an unbelievable job. Eleby's season would go under the radar due to the Mac only playing in the middle of the week and Western only playing in 6 games, going 4-2. Eleby finished the season throwing for 1,699 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, while also adding 4 touchdowns on the ground as well. Going to the 2021 season, Eleby looks to build on his season, and if he can replicate his success from last year, he may be a name being talked about in April as a sleeper in the NFL draft. But what do you think? How will Kaleb Eleby and Western Michigan perform this season? Will we be hearing Eleby's name on Sundays in the future? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other videos in the Who Is series. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 5K by the end of June. And as always, remember to embrace the grind.